Dang it, Fantasy Flight. You got me again. So Fantasy Flight Games just announced they're making a new Star Wars card game. It is not a living card game, which is what they're normally known for. You know, a living card game, if you're not aware, is a collectible card game where instead of random booster packs, the expansions in that game are all the same no matter what. That way you and I could buy the exact same pack and we'll get the exact same cards. It's not a random chance. That's what they're known for. They've done games like that in the past, like the Star Wars, the card game was like that. This is not that. This is an actual trading card game. It's called Star Wars Unlimited. Now, this is the, I believe, third major Star Wars trading card game to come out. Back in the mid-90s, Decipher came out with a very well-regarded Star Wars customizable card game that ran for a long time. I think it was like 6 or 7 years. And then Wizards of the Coast got the license, and they made Star Wars the trading card game, which lasted quite a while too. Both fun games in their own regards. But now we're getting a third one. It's actually been, I want to say, around 20 years since we've had an actual Star Wars trading card game. So let's take a look at their announcement right here. We've got the website, Star Wars Unlimited. You can see the artwork is all from A New Hope there, the first Star Wars movie. Which I'm not sure 100% how I feel about the artwork. It's okay. I mean, I got nothing really against it. The previous two card games used screens of the movies, screenshots of the movies, or CGI to kind of fit in with the movies. This is a bit different, a little artistic, which is fine. If we click on, well, you can see right there, launching globally 2024. So this is coming out in about a year. That could be early, late 2024, but I'm gonna go ahead and assume around, you know, May. Why not? So in about a year, we'll see it release. But let's read this together here. Today, Fantasy Flight Games, in collaboration with Lucasfilm Limited, announced the upcoming release of Star Wars Unlimited, an all-new trading card game of unlimited possibilities. The game features iconic heroes, villains, ships, and settings from all facets of the legendary Star Wars franchise, including movies, TVs, comics, video games, and everything in between. So we could potentially be seeing High Republic cards, stuff from Fallen Order with Cal Kestis and BD1, obviously stuff from the movies, prequels, original trilogy, sequels, Solo, Rogue One, The Mandalorian, Andor, Bad Batch, Clone Wars, all that kind of fun stuff. Let's see. It is a fast-paced, dynamic game that is both easy to learn and strategically deep. Whatever. The robust development of the game has been underway for the past 3 years, and fans can look forward to a regular release schedule of 3 sets per year. That's interesting. Fully integrated into the entire experience, organized play has been designed alongside the game from the beginning and will be ready on day 1, from weekly store-level community experiences to worldwide large-scale events. I'm not going to go into the rest of it right there, but basically, looks like Fantasy Flight is putting a lot of effort into this. Now, I will say I'm a little hesitant. In the past, they've had quite a few Star Wars games, all that have been great. X-Wing, Armada, Legion, Imperial Assault, the card game, Outer Rim, Star Wars Destiny, which is probably one of my favorite games I've ever played. That only lasted a few years, and then they nixed it because of production costs. So I'm a little hesitant to get into this game because I know I'm probably going to like it. I've liked everything Fantasy Flight has released in the Star Wars license. And this looks to be like they're trying to compete with Magic. I don't think any game has ever really come close to the popularity of Magic the Gathering, except for maybe the Pokemon trading card game, you know, with younger audiences. But right now, those are both owned by Wizards of the Coast. So it looks like Fantasy Flight's trying to get back in there. And I tell you what, as a huge Star Wars fan, I'm pumped for the possibilities it has to bring. I know we just got the Star Wars deck building game, which is fine. It's a great game. But I think they kind of said that that's going to be self-contained. Like, what you get in that pack is what it is. They're not going to make expansions for that. And then the Star Wars The Card Game that Fantasy Flight had released, you either chose the light or the dark side, and you were kind of stuck with that. Now, they did have a lot of expansions for that, but it was a one-on-one. This says it's a multiplayer game, so I don't know if that necessarily means it's only going to be 1v1, kind of like Magic is, or they're going to have some like free-for-all options with 3 or more players, or maybe team match with like 2-on-2. And it looks like they're planning on trying to get back on the organized play, which is great. I always love seeing organized play. And honestly, for a trading card game, it's almost a necessity to keep the game alive and going, is these events when they have new releases. And I like the fact that they mentioned 3 sets a year. So potentially, if we get the game in the middle of the year, maybe we can get 2 sets by year's end, and maybe every calendar year they're planning on doing 3. But man, I'm excited for this. I know a lot of people aren't huge fans of the sequels, but I'd love to see more stuff around the characters of the sequel trilogy. I really think Kylo Ren and Rey are both good characters, along with Finn and Poe and all that. And it's always got to be nice to get more Mandalorian and Grogu stuff, but also maybe see them face off against the Darth Vader deck, or Luke Skywalker, or maybe Anakin from the prequels, or younger Yoda. But then we could potentially be seeing cards from Knights of the Old... I doubt they do like Knights of the Old Republic, but I know Darth Revan is canon now. But it'd be great to see if they would go into some legend stuff. I thought they were going to do that. They've got enough to start off with. But 3 sets a year, we don't know how big they're going to be, but I'm excited. So keep in tune. Check out Fantasy Flight's Twitter and Instagram. They're no longer doing the Star Wars miniatures games. They're only doing Star Wars card games. So it makes sense that they're probably putting all their energy towards this. This looks to be a big product. And please, Fantasy Flight, if you hear me, don't cancel this game after a couple of years. Keep it going if it's fun. The community likes it. But I'm looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think. Are you guys excited about this? Have you played the old Decipher customizable card game and the trading card game from Wizards of the Coast? Which one did you like more? What did you like about them? What did you not like about them? What do you want to see this game do that those haven't? Or what do you want this game to do that those games did that you liked a bunch and you want to see replicated again? But that's all I have for now. I just wanted to chat with you guys about that. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Until then, you guys go play some games.